my dear ones. This is an all signs quick reading, love and spirituality. It was the one topic that won the poll. And if you have other topics you want me to do an all signs reading for, please please write it in the comment section of this video, your idea. And I will put up a new poll and make new all signs readings if they become if you like them enough. If people watch them, I will make more of them eventually. Okay, so we will start with the first sign, which is the birthday child, Cancer. So love and spirituality for Cancer. Okay, so we have the Three of Swords here, together with the Hermit and the Star card. So it seems like Cancer has gone through a great ordeal when it comes to the heart energy. You might have been heartbroken or felt like the heart was ripped out of your chest, either recently or it's still like the wound is still fresh, even if time has passed. And this points to an ancient trauma that didn't come just from this latest event. It's something that has been added to over a period of time. So it might be that you have had problems since you were a child, or even it can come from past lives, some kind of trauma. And we can see when it comes to love here, there's a singles energy with a Hermit. So even if you are in a relationship or you have love in your life, you are a little bit distant from people at this point, because you are trying to heal this broken heart energy, and the divine is also helping you. So that is important to know, that you're not alone in this endeavor. And if you long for love, there's also a connection with someone, but in 5D, if you don't have love in your life and you want to have love in your life, there's a special someone or there's a connection for you, which can develop into something. But first you need to focus on healing your heart. And how do we heal our heart? Whenever you get triggered, whenever you feel anxiety, whenever you feel hurt, it's a wonderful opportunity to heal your broken heart. You stay with that energy. You stay with that energy as you were its caretaker, or its physician, or its nurse, or the mom or dad to this pain. And you try to ask it why it's hurting and what it's needing, and how you can be there for this pain, and what you need to do to also feel better. So try that. There's exercise on my first channel page in the furthest down. I think it calls news, this playlist, and that you have dealing with pain, so you can do that exercise. When you have dealt with your pain to a certain level, I think it's time to pull the line here, and there might be a soulmate coming into your life. If you're not ready for this person, you will just become very dramatic and probably destroy the relationship because of your pain. So it's better that you don't meet this person right now. Okay, so thank you, Cancer. I hope that helped. It's a little bit quick update before the main readings next week. So next sign is Leo. So with Leo, can you help us with love and spirituality reading for Leo? A lot of cards came. See here, we have the Star card first. Star card together with the Three of Cups. So here I'm feeling that you have been working together with a certain soul group to obtain healing, and you have been actually very masterful at this. So you have been able to heal yourself to a certain level. You have healed a lot of your trauma, drama, karma, things like this. What seems to be left for you, it's something that's a little bit more hands-on. I think it has to do with you becoming a grown-up. So here we can see that you become more an individual that can take care of yourself. And we have also the Tower here. So I definitely feel like you will be challenged in different ways, and maybe from relationships, maybe from it can be authorities, the government, it can be world events, it can be in the area of work, but we have it's things that's tied to your survival, or how you help yourself survive. So it can be problems with your house, or with the people that you need to feel safe, or with your money or income. And here we have a little bit of a Tower, and it just comes as an addition to this. You have already healed your heart to a certain level. Now the divine is going to push you a little bit further, because you need to become even more zen, I will say. So even in the midst of like things falling apart around you, you're still going to be cool. You're still going to be grounded. You're still going to deal with one problem at a time. You're not going to get upset. You're not going to get like a martyr. You're not going to feel like the world is ending. You're just going to put one step in front of the other and deal with your stuff. This is someone that's being very skilled with living their life, even in the midst of the Tower. So I can promise you some Tower, Leo. I know that's not making you happy, but it's just here to test you. So be on your own side. Try to be very calm, loving towards yourself, through trying times, so that you don't become a wet puddle on the floor. That's what you want to avoid. You want to prove to yourself that you're an adult person that can take care of yourself without becoming too upset or too unbalanced. Next sign is Virgo. So what can we tell to Virgo about love and spirituality at this time? Okay. So we have the Queen of Pentacles together with Judgment. And here I'm seeing a person that has become rather cool in their life. I think you feel more self-assured, probably a little bit more stubborn as well. You're not as maybe as gooable or agreeable as you were before. You're still giving a lot of love to people and being there for them and being a good friend. But I definitely feel like you don't take much crap anymore. There might be a limit to your patience with certain people. You might even end relationships with other people at this time. And you are guided or allowed to let them go, okay? There's better matches for you. There might be a time where you are not going to involve yourself too much in relationships at this point, because you need to prove to yourself that you can do this, that you can be this a little bit judgmental, very rock solid, like your butt is tightly anchored to your throne or to the mountain, like you're rock solid, stubborn. You know what you know, you want what you want, you see what you see. You're not like easily compromising yourself or agreeing with something that's against better judgment. And that might require some sacrifices out of you. But let these situations go with grace, because there's new and better relationships coming for you in this case. Don't take this, of course, lightly. If you don't have to destroy your relationship, be diplomatic and all these kind of things. But if someone is acting in ways that are degrading to both the both of you and the relationship, then it's better to at least let it go for now. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles, which shows the singles energy. So I'm sorry, I don't see like love coming in anytime soon. I'm seeing its plans for it, and you're following divine guidance, but the divine guidance takes you further down the road of taking care of yourself, having your own back, not betraying yourself, becoming really mature, really calm, really seasoned, not letting anything touch you or rock you. so that you become, for example, feel like you're a victim or feel like a victim to the circumstances. Here it's like the circumstances can be whatever they want. You will be taking care of yourself in this situation. So it's very beautiful. It's very grown up. It's not promising a lot of, you know, beautiful things in your surrounding. It's rather promising a lot of beautiful things coming from you. And that's amazing. And it's going to create a beautiful world for you. But first, you probably need to anchor this new teaching that you have achieved. Okay. I hope that helped, Virgo. So, moving on to Libra. What can the divine say to Libra about love and spirituality at this point? And we have Page of Cups together with the Sun. So you seem enthusiastic enough here. It's something that you dream of, something that you really want in your life. It's something that you really hope for, that this should happen. Sorry. And here we have the 10 of Wands and the 4 of Cups. Okay. So I'm thinking dreaming is the key word here. You dream. But I don't see you putting your best foot forward into creating this what you want. It's like you're dreaming about finding love or buying a new house or getting that amazing job. But in reality, you are kind of working in the opposite direction a little bit. It might be, for example, that your dreams are so beautiful and vivid. So when it crashes into reality, that might not be as beautiful, or people are not acting in the way that they were supposed to do in your imagination, and maybe they don't do the heroic love gestures that you expected. So you say, to hell with it. I'm not going to be the only one loving my heart out here. I'm actually not caring. We can see you caring a great deal. You just try to act like you don't care, because I feel you have felt a very great love, and maybe it wasn't like the other person didn't act like they felt the same, and it made you become a little bit sulking. Okay, and here we have King of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles. So the two people that are supposed to meet are going to meet anyway, and I'm feeling like this, that it's some childish thing going on maybe between you and another person, and both of you are still kind of engaged in each other in one way or the other, but you're not acting as such, even though the truth is that these people are connected. They are probably acting very disconnected, and these people love each other but in a childish way, which makes them probably expect too much of the other person and not doing enough effort themselves. So what I can advise you, Libra, at this point, don't push yourself. Okay, don't push yourself, but see if there's things that you could do that would be more healthy in creating the thing that you want instead of the thing that you're doing right now. Are there more positive steps you can take? Could you expose yourself a little bit more without I don't want you to expose yourself to someone that's bullshit, but if you could expose yourself a little bit more and maybe see, there can be an element of you needing to expose yourself and sometimes not getting the support that you want or need, to learn to support yourself. So sometimes it can be a good thing to, even if we can reach out to a person and they don't act in the way we hoped, and then we reach out again and again and again, not without becoming a stalker now, but we reach out because we want this. This seems like a very intense love. So we want this love situation. We don't want to lose it. Then it can be worth to put in some effort instead of saying, to hell with it, like what we're seeing here. Because there seems to be some kind of stability to this relationship if people could just, admit to how they feel for real, or instead of expecting the other person to be the knight in shining armor, we might sometimes need to be the knight in shining armor ourselves. This can sometimes be in reversed, that maybe you're dealing with such a person that's acting like this, that they just give up if you don't kiss their ass, they give up, okay? So I hope that was helpful, Libra, for now. Moving on to Sagittarius. So, love and spirituality for Sagittarius. Okay, so we take it like this. The World card together with Page of Wands. So it seems like you're really walking on your highest path towards your highest destiny and fulfilling the divine's, like what the best way they see for you of dealing with your life is how you deal with it. So it's very beautiful. You can see the circles here and all the geometric shapes. Showing this is how the divine wants you to do it, and this is how you do it. So it's very much the same, and this is on a divine, like in a divine perfect world, and this is how it is for you down on earth. And then we have the Eight of Wands. So you're really inspired by something. You might be hit by lightning this in this time, something like an idea or something that you are supposed to work on is presenting itself. It can be a soulmate reaching out. It can be you waking up with a great song in your head that no one has played before, and it's your song and you can make a hit out of it. Or it can be you finding an idea for your, like you realizing your soul's destiny. Or it can be that you want to you get a lot of inspirations to moving towards a dream of yours. And then we have the High Priestess and the Hierophant. So this is kind of amazing. From a love's perspective, I'm seeing two soulmates meeting. So it's very, it's a great chance for you, Sagittarius, to meet a soulmate at this point. But the most important thing is that you probably need to meet a soulmate inside of you first. So this means that you become your own authority. You are both yin and yang. You are both light and dark, loving and strict, strong and yielding. And it shows if you want to, for example, help people on their spiritual path, you could be a great spiritual leader, okay? With this kind of combination of cards, it's almost like you are a messiah stepping down on earth and have something to say. So if you feel inspired to write a book or speak to people or have lectures or do some kind of, I don't know, classes or courses or a workshop or something like that, it could be a very good idea. You could spread this amazing energy around. And it's also very likely that you will connect with people. That's very important now for not for your spiritual growth as much as for your soul's destiny. So it might be that there's a work that's going to be done together. So super amazing reading, Sagittarius. This is not only a soulmate. This is like two ascended master deciding to go down on earth together and create like a real blast. Okay, spiritually speaking, maybe some going down and teaching people about something. It can be it doesn't have to be related to spiritual topics. It can be the environment or new inventions or relationships or whatever is need where the human race needs enlightenment. So that's what I'm seeing for Sagittarius. So I hope this was helpful for you in your everyday life. I would meditate a lot and listen to my guides very eagerly at this point, and listen also to signs and things that you do unconsciously, like things that's on your mind, that's repeating in your mind, or ideas that come to you. Don't just brush them away as daydreams. Write them down. It might be gold. Okay, so take it seriously. So I accidentally missed Scorpio. I was supposed to do Scorpio, but apparently the divine wanted to do Sagittarius. So now I'm doing Scorpio. So what's up for Scorpio? I actually have everything written here, so I shouldn't have missed it, but well. Queen of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so Scorpio seems to be in a mood of staying cool, not being too impressed with what's being presented in front of you. So either the divine comes with an idea, or your co-workers or a lover comes with an offer to you. You seem very skeptic about this. It's like, when will the other shoe drop? Or what do you really mean? What will come next? What's the next stupid thing that will happen? Maybe you have been a little bit seasoned by past events. And here we have the devil and the hermit. So actually you turning your back towards the devil here. I think you have felt like you were a little bit easily fooled in the past. Maybe by lovers, maybe by friends disappointing you in different ways. Or it can be work-related issues. For example, where someone promised you something and you didn't get what you were promised. And here you kind of detach, is what I'm seeing. You're turning your back towards the devil. You're detaching from whatever other people are offering you. And you kind of watch it from afar and look at it as if you don't believe a word a person says. And it's cool because it's probably something you needed to anchor inside yourself. I think you always know how to do this. How to scrutinize offers and see what people really are saying or doing, or what they're really offering. It's just right now it's focus put on this, and you're not as addicted to what these people were able to give you in the past. Maybe before it was so important for you to never become alone, so you always had to be with someone, so you could compromise yourself into eternity just to hang with someone. Or it can be that you wanted to make a good performance at work, but you never got credit. So now you don't care for the credit. You can credit yourself. And it can be that you wanted to do your best in a workplace to get a lot of money, but the money never came. So now you think, okay, so this is not a source for where my energy can come from. I need to figure out something for myself. And here we have the Fool and the Wheel of Fortune. So it's really like you're rolling the dice for your new beginning or your new future. And you're much more skilled now to take on this new future because now you have learned to deal with the law of attraction and repulsion. You know what you want, but you also don't know what you don't want. So I think you have become skilled in saying no to things that you don't want. It's like, I'm not even going to bother. I'm not even going to put energy into this. And here with the Fool and the Wheel of Fortune, it's you taking a chance, believing in yourself, thinking that you can really make it and that things can become in the way that you hope them to be. And you have the strength and the resilience to go all the way. The Fool and the Wheel, it's not saying that your life will be without challenges. On the contrary, they are saying you want to search for the Holy Grail. It's going to be a lot of challenges. But it seems like you have energy enough to get there, because I really feel you have your own back at this point. So you won't waste unnecessary energy on unnecessary people. So that's what I'm seeing for Scorpio. I'm sorry I missed you first. It's I don't feel in control of these kind of things. It's just happens as it wants to happen, and probably I took the wrong card, so therefore I got Sagittarius first and Scorpio after that. Okay, so moving on to the next sign. So Capricorn, love and spirituality for Capricorn. And we have here Three of Pentacles together with Page of Cups. It seems like you're putting your best foot forward in a situation, but you're a little bit naive to this situation. You think that if you only do your best, things are going to go great. I'm feeling like there's another element, maybe another person that will screw up this situation for you, so it won't go great. We'll see. Ace of Pentacles, beautiful, and the Empress. I'm not seeing any signs for this right now, but here we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Empress. This is what you're dreaming of. This is the thing you want. I feel that you don't have a thought in your head that things will go wrong. You're very focused on creating this what you want. It's a dream, and you feel divinely guided and supported. but I'm definitely feeling like the other shoe will drop here. Okay, 4 of Swords, 2 of Swords. I'm not seeing exactly what is happening. I'm just seeing that you're turning from being like ready to embrace the world with your new idea or this plan of yours. It might be, for example, you decide to go on a trip and I want to travel the world here and this will be so amazing. And then for some reason you just don't buy a ticket and you don't go. So I need to understand a little bit why. So we will take from the Wild Unknown. We have a 10 of Swords and the 4 of Wands in the reversed. It might be a relationship of some sorts that's breaking down. It doesn't have to be your love relationship. It can be any kind of relationship. You might, for example, have a dream of buying a car and you have found your dream car, and then the person you're supposed to buy it from is a big twat, like a very difficult person that's it just screws the situation up and makes you lose this dream car of yours. Or it can be that you plan this around the world trip and government comes with some directions and say, no, I'm sorry, you can't go. With the 4 of Swords here and the 2 of Swords, I'm thinking it's kind of a challenge that you are supposed to keep your dream, but you might need to save it for later, like for a better... Sometimes we can't get what we want exactly in the time when we want it. Because let's say that there's a psychopath owning your dream car and it's the only one. You can't get any other of this in the whole world, but the psychopath owns it. So you can't, it's not good for you to buy it from this person because they are going to make your life a living hell. So instead, like 4 months later, you're going to see this car on a police auction because the person has done some stupid shit and now it's being sold there. And you don't have to deal with the psychopath person. I'm not saying that it's a psychopath, but it looks a little bit psychotic here. Okay. And it's definitely, I'm feeling that you don't want to... with these cards, it's very diplomatic cards, avoiding conflict, avoiding difficult situations. It's just like the divine says, save your dream for later. Maybe right now people are a little bit like flipped out as well, and things that you dream of can't happen right now because you will be faced with the 4 of Wands in reverse. Is someone not cooperating. They're just being very destructive in this situation. And you don't want to know about it. You don't want to deal with this kind of energy, which is very, very normal. So you say no, thank you. And you're trying to not, trying to not tease the one that's already upset or already like a little bit crazy. So you're trying to just do the best you can. But I'm seeing your dream is kind of becoming sand here in your hands. And I really don't want you to give up your dream. Just know that this is not the time. Maybe because the world is crazy, or people act a little bit crazy right now, or the dreams that you have is in the hands of crazy. Because I definitely feel like there's a crazy energy of some sort. Okay. So, my dear Capricorn, I hope that was helpful and that it will make you keep your hope. If there's a love relationship that you want, maybe this person is in a crazy situation right now which they can't take themselves out of, and it's not necessary for you to be in that situation together with them at this point. So it would just be negative for you. So it's better to put it in the freezer for a moment and see if you can take on the dream a little bit later. Moving on to Aquarius. So, love and spirituality for Aquarius. And we have the 6 of Swords together with the 3 of Swords. So it seems like you're trying to heal your broken heart. It's not going that well. The world feels like a very cold and lonely place. And you almost feel deserted by God and everything. You don't feel deserted by yourself though, but you ask yourself why the world has deserted you, or why you can't have the things that you want. But I definitely feel that you know that you are good. You know that you have beautiful things to offer. You know that if you just got a chance, you could live your best life, but things are not going that great for the moment. See what it's about. We have the Sun card here together with 8 of Wands. So I'm definitely seeing like really strong energies coming into your life, really intense energies. So a lot of the crap that you're experiencing right now, it has nothing, I say nothing, to do with you personally. The stuff that's happening, it has to do with the whole solar system which we are in is upgrading, and it's going through like a very specific place in the Milky Way and in the universe, which is bombarding humans and the planet, and also the sun and the other planets with like really strong energies. So a lot of the pain that you feel is not that bad, really. It's just like it's screwed up, or it's intense, like on a high volume, just because this energy that hits the earth. And if people is acting in a certain way, it's because of the energy. Okay, see what comes out of this. 4 of Pentacles. Yes, just keep yourself like for yourself a little bit. This energy is for a good reason, but right now it's a good time to sit steady in the boat and to not go about doing like long journeys or putting big plans to like enroll or to do other things that expose you to the elements or to other people or to situations that can go wrong. So if you could sit a little bit on your butt right now, you could avoid a lot of hiccups and a lot of problematic flipped out situations which you don't really deserve. If you still put your nose out here, try to keep yourself cool. This too will pass. It has nothing to do with you. It's just the world like exploding over itself because things feel so strange with this intense energy here. So people will act funny, and even electrical system can go funny. Your bodily system can go funny. So I wouldn't like go on a high mountaintop and try to balance at this point, because you could lose your balance. It's better to stay really grounded at this point. Okay, so Aquarius, forewarned is foreearned or something like that. Okay, moving on to Pisces. So Pisces, love and spirituality for Pisces. Okay, we do like that. 6 of Wands together with the Queen of Wands. So you definitely feel like a real warrior here, maybe an Amazonas warrior with the Queen of Wands, and you feel like you have achieved something. You feel stronger than ever before. You feel very it's like you could take any fight, like just come on, just try me if you dare. And then we have the King of Swords with the 10 of Pentacles. So this is a totally different energy. It's someone that's looking at you and thinking, why are you making so much fuss here? Didn't we have something great going on here with the 10 of Pentacles? This person is judging you a little bit. It might be the other way around also, that you are judging someone that's totally full of themselves right now, and they feel on the top of the world, and they don't need to care so much for other people at this point. And you might think, what happened to this person? Do I even know this person? Why did they change so much? Didn't we have a good thing going? And then we have a 9 of Pentacles. So it just shows this is a temporary situation where Pisces needs to help themselves to grow and become more stable. You don't need this person to like you or to present you with your everlasting future. 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles. Right now you might have a very strong singles energy, and you don't want to compromise, even if maybe this person is right, but it doesn't matter, because you need to the important thing for you right now is to be devotedly loyal towards yourself. So it doesn't matter if you act crazy, or if your ideas are crazy, or if you if you will later regret how maybe bitchy you were towards this person, it's still what you need to do, because it's necessary for your development at this time. Maybe you have been too soft before, and now you need to anchor your strength in your individuality. So you need to become the individual that's able to take care of yourself. So maybe you will burn a lot of bridges with other people at this point, because you need to prove to yourself that you can make it without these people, that you life isn't crumbling just because this person isn't you know, being your biggest fan at this point. Or maybe you don't even want this person because you're turning away from them and towards something that might be more fun. In an everyday situation, this could, for example, be someone feeling that their husband is a bore, and they feel that there's more amazing things for me out in the world. It will probably prove to be wrong. It's usually like this. But in the meanwhile, this person is learning to stand on their own 2 feet and to be less dependent on someone to love them or to have their back. They can have their own back. So even if it was a mistake, maybe it's someone, maybe this is Pisces being having an affair, for example, with some more attractive, and thereby kind of being illoyal towards this person. But in the end, it's a necessary thing that happened anyway, even if it gets screwed up, because Pisces learn to be an individual and to not, that I can make it on my own. Even if things like shit hit the fan, I can still make it on my own. And that's the important lesson that you had to learn at this point. Okay, so Pisces, I hope that helped. So moving on to next sign, Aries. So what is going on with Aries? Love and spirituality for Aries. And we have the Ace of Wands together with the Ten of Wands. It's maybe in reversed. Ace of Wands and Ten of Wands. So Alpha and Omega in fire. It seems like you might be a little bit quick with your reactions at this point. So you could take erratic decisions. For example, I decide to move cross country and then maybe regret yourself. Or so know that you are in an energy right now, not you particularly, but how you're being ruled by the stars and the planets is making you a little bit quick with decisions. So you could easily get angry, easily just like burn a situation in both ends and throw it in the garbage. So throwing out the baby with the bath water. And then we have the Wheel, 10, 10, and the Hermit. So I'm seeing you tossing a lot of things away from you right now. Maybe you are supposed to do that. Maybe you need some time alone, and you flip like this because you don't have any patience with whatever situation you have been in. So you will have to roll the dice and move across country and become lonely at this point as well. It's something, I'm feeling an energy of running away, or I will take from the Wild Unknown. So get a clarification here why Aries is freaking out. So we have 9 of Swords and the Empress. I think that you have given too much in some situation. You might have done extraordinary well at work, or you might have given too much love to people, like worrying about them, worrying about all their problems, forgetting yourself a little bit. You might have been like a mom to a lot of different problematic situations, or other people going through like messy situations, and it has taken a toll on you. So you're ready to snap like this, and it's okay if it happens, but it leaves you in a little bit no man's land here. And maybe you need a vacation. Maybe that's the only thing I see. But if Aries, if you don't want to burn bridges right now, just because you have lost your patience, try to take it cool. Try to take a lot of time for yourself. Tell people that, no, I can't come to the party, or I can't help you this week, or I'm sick, so I need to call in sick, because if you don't take this time off, you might willingly let your life go up in a little bit of flames. And it's not something you can't repair later. But here you look so smart, you know, walking away from this situation and just to hell with it. But later on, it will be a little bit embarrassing to come back and say, I made a mistake. It felt rather lonely moving that far, or to quit my job made me a little bit poor. I have to live on the street now. And so things like this could have consequences that's not necessary. You could still do the hermit here and change your life, but without the explosion first. Okay, so try to not explode, but change your life in a way that's more satisfying for not just your want and need to be helping other people and fixing problems, but also to take care of yourself and your deepest need for happiness and you know, sustenance. You might need rest, you might need food, you might need vacation, or take a lot of swims in the ocean or something like that, like something to cool down the fire. So think about it. Instead of blowing up, you can take a pause. Okay, so Aries, I hope that helped. Moving on to Taurus. So what's going on for Taurus when it comes to love and spirituality? And we have some cards here. I actually feel this is the first one, 3 of Wands, together with the Ace of Wands. So you're really aiming yourself towards a certain goal you have in mind. You seem divinely inspired by this goal. And then we have the Devil there, and together with the King of Pentacles. It might be that a lot of you are in love with Capricorn or some other earth sign. But for most of you, I'm seeing that you really want to make it like on a in the world. You want to, I think it's like this. Once and for all, you want to see to become successful, to have enough money, to feel safe, to build something for the long haul for yourself. It's like this. Taurus have a particular karma because you are the farmers of the sign, and it means that you have in many thousands of years you have been wealthy. Okay, you have been very wealthy, and at some point in time this became a karma for you, and you had to give up your wealth for spiritual reasons. And here I'm actually seeing you being kind of calibrated to take back your old wealth. Okay, even with the horns and the tail and the, you know, funny feet, it's supposed to come back. It will come back with some problems and issues that you fought with before, and why it had to, like, your wealth had to go, almost like going out the window. But now when it comes back, like the wealth comes back because you're so set on it, it's going to come with some issues. It might be that you will feel greedy, or you will become the miser and not want to share things with other people, or you might get obsessed with working, or you might get obsessed with piling your money, or get obsessed with, if it's not money, it can be relationships that you decide, I'm going to be in a committed relationship with this person, even though I don't want it, because I want to be in a relationship, and that's that. So you might do a little bit mistakes here, but I'm thinking in the end this is a real revolution for you. This will help you. Some old block when it comes to abundance will go away. So use this energy to deal with this, or to get here. It's just that the Devil is also connected with the Lover's card. 15, 1 + 5, 6 is the Lover's card. And this person is sometimes craving things a little bit too much. So you want to look at that, so it doesn't, like the old issue that you had that made you forgo worldly pleasures of any kind of sort. This can be sex, it can be money, it can be control, it can be power, it can be family, having a family, and like keeping them underneath, like this person is going there and this person is doing this and I need to keep control over them. So it can come in different ways, that you might safeguard your your riches a little bit too intense. But just look at it and start to heal it piece by piece by loving yourself through it all. And so that's the focus on this time. It's to come past the block when it comes to abundance. And it's going to bring all shit back. And that will be fun for later. Okay. So I hope, Taurus, that this was helpful to you. Moving on to Gemini. So Gemini, love and spirituality for Gemini. I have these cards here. So first card is Page of Cups together with Six of Cups. So you seem very set on reconciling with someone or dreaming about someone in the past. Six of Swords. Okay. So before you might have been a little bit more, how can I say this? I think in the past you have been a little bit more rigid. Okay, and suddenly you start to warm up to a person, and you might start to see your own faults with things. Not that you blame yourself in any way. No. You don't blame yourself, but you start to see what you could have done better in a certain relationship. This might be some kind of closure, or it can be a beginning of a reunion. Either closure, so we take with us the important knowledge from that relationship to the next relationship, or we prepare ourselves to come into union again by also starting to see our own flaws and maybe starting to see all the beautiful things with the other person and how we could have done a little bit better if we just have been a little bit more on top of our game, if we have been a little bit more sharp, a little less prone to become dramatic or a victim. We could have we see how we could have made things in a better way. So it's very beautiful, but sometimes it's a little bit precarious as well. We might in this situation compromise ourselves and go back, for example, into codependent situations. So here we have the Ten of Pentacles with the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. So I'm definitely seeing you wanting to build on long-term relationships, and you're prepared to put in your best effort, both with the thinking, what you have figured out here, and to actually put that into solid actions. So this is almost like when we want to quit smoking. We decide we want to quit smoking. This is going to be very valuable. We save money, we save our health. This is going to be good. But we know we need to be on top of our game. We can't lose sight of ourselves, because when we do, we will stand there with this cigarette anyway, or gamble, or run to that unsuitable lover, or whatever it is. And here we do the groundwork, like really put in the effort for a long period of time to overcome this smoking habit. Or it can be, for example, that you have seen the problems that you add to relationships in general, or a certain relationship, and here you are steadfast on at least fixing your own issue. You can't really fix other people's issue, but you can clean your own path. You can see to that you yourself is doing the best thing that could be done in this situation. So let's say that in the past you were extremely jealous. This time you will keep a close eye on you to not be jealous, and instead you will plant beautiful things as saying, it's all right, you can do whatever you want, honey. Your body and your time is yours to dispose of. I'm happy that you asked if it was okay to do this, and it's fine. Go out, be happy, and you know that it's something that's not still healed inside of you, but you're healing as you're working on this, as you are actually like hands-on seeing to that you are doing better things, healthier things, behaving in better ways. If you know that you had angerment issues, you now feel like sorry, and you see how things could have been better if you wouldn't have had these anger issues. And now to obtain this, what you really want, you're going to keep a close eye on yourself to not fall off the wagon and become angry in inappropriate situations. So it's very beautiful. It's very humble. It's very honest, and it's what the whole world needs. If everyone would do this like you, the world will become a better place, Gemini. So I hope this helped. Thank you all of you for watching. I hope you appreciate this short updates. When I don't this week I have been doing personal readings, so I hadn't had times to put up much stuff on my channel. But if I can do short things like this, it's possible for me to put up a little bit more content. So I hope you liked it, and if you have any topic you would want me to read for, please comment in the comment section of this video and give me your great ideas. Okay. Thank you again for watching. If you want to see my readings in advance, you can become an extended member to the channel. Also, I'm doing spiritual growth readings for all the members to my channel every week, and personal readings for full members. So check this out either through the join button next to the subscribe button, or in the link in the description box. Okay, until next time, take really good care, and bye-bye.